starts now.
We begin tonight with IT-Mate and the murder of a Marion County Sheriff's deputy.
The man charged with killing Deputy John Durham appeared this morning in the same courthouse where Durham worked, and prosecutors began laying out reasons why Orlando Mitchell should be put to death if convicted. IT-Mate's Richard Essex has been leading our coverage this week, and Richard, you were in that courtroom today.
Well, when 34-year-old Orlando Mitchell was brought into the courtroom today, he had his hands behind his back firmly in handcuffs. And the 5 deputies that brought him in, all who had worked alongside Deputy Durham at some time during their service out here at the Criminal Justice Campus, kept a very close eye on Mitchell, making sure they watch his every move. 5 heavily armed Marion County Sheriff's deputies guided 34-year-old Orlando Mitchell into the courtroom this morning. Mitchell grimaced in discomfort as he was seated at the table. He made eye contact with the reporters and other members of the public that were seated just a few feet away from him. Judge Smith, a Superior Court judge from Hendricks County, is the special judge assigned to this case. Judge Smith read the charges, 2 counts of murder, robbery, and escape. Mitchell barely looked at the judge and quietly answered yes several times when asked if he understood the charges and his rights. According to court records, Mitchell has opted to remain silent and has not said a word to investigators. The attack is described in court records. Deputy Durham was unloading Mitchell from a sheriff's van after a medical appointment when the attack happened. Mitchell forced the chains of his handcuffs over Deputy Durham's head and wrapped the chains around his neck, killing the deputy. There was a slight change in his demeanor when Judge Smith said, death sentence.
Mr. Mitchell, in this case, the state of Indiana has filed on a separate page in this case seeking the death penalty in this case.
The Marion County prosecutor listed 4 reasons they believe that Mitchell should be put to death, among them killing Deputy Durham, stealing a transport van, and escaping.
The next aggravating circumstance the state's alleging Mr. Mitchell is that on or about July 10, 2023 in Marion County, Indiana, Orlando Mitchell did commit the murder of Deputy John Durham. And at the time of that murder, Orlando Mitchell had committed another murder, to wit, the murder of Crystal Walton on or about September the 16th, 2022.
Crystal Walton is the mother of Mitchell's children. Mitchell's accused of shooting her in front of a church daycare and then getting into a shootout with IMPD later in the day. The hearing this morning lasted about 10 minutes. He was taken from the courtroom by the same 5 heavily armed deputies. So what is next for this case? Orlando Mitchell is due back in court in the first week of September. And the Marion County prosecutor says that this trial is going to take some time. Unlike a traditional murder case, a death sentence case takes some time. But he says he has the support of the Marion County Sheriff's Department and the family. At the Community Justice Campus, Richard Essex, Wish TV, IT-Mate.